pitch isn't maybe necessary. Cammy round the wicket now. A little bit of variety. Definitely an indication that things have not gone the way maybe that Nepal would have liked. A few hands on hips all of a sudden in the field, and on a surface that we thought was going to be helpful for the bowlers, that only found 2 wickets in 27 overs.
And credit to the Canadians as well. They've anchored and they've started to just show a little bit more intent. Navneet Dhaliwal, he's moved on to 36. Harsh Tucker going well on the other end as well. One of the youngsters to have come through the Canadian system, Harsh Tucker. From the juniors all the way to the seniors.
So change in bowling, not the off-spin we thought we may see, but going to be the off-spin of the captain, Rohit Paudel, whose part-time off-breaks have definitely become a bit more than that in recent times. Effective bowler, but it's an interesting matchup because the reason we thought we weren't seeing Dipender Singh Ari was because of the two right-handers at the crease. The hundreds come up here in the 30th over. A little bit of applause just comes from the Canadian team tent across to our right. You'd have to say that Canada should be really pleased with their position right now.
Yeah, they've built well. They brought the 100 up as well in 29 overs. Inside the 30th over. I'd said par score about 170, between 175 and 200. You've got a contest on your hands. 30 over mark. You want to try and double that score. It'll get you to about there, 200.
Yeah, I think they'll want a lot more than that, given the 8 wickets in hand. I know there's still the wicket-taking threats of Lamachane, but these two on what's been a very green-looking pitch have built a nice partnership for the 3rd wicket. You just have to be careful, don't they, between the wickets, because Nepal, that's probably where they've looked the sharpest. Not that they bowled really poorly, but they just haven't maybe been at their very best. And understandably, their first international match, proper international in 3 months, and their first in this format for about 6 months. And there's certainly a big difference, isn't there, between the T20s and the ODIs. It'll get us to the end of the 30th. It's 103 for 2.
नारायणको लागि सबैभन्दा उपयुक्त स्टेनलेस स्टिल वाटर ट्याङ्क पञ्चकन्या एसएस ट्याङ्क 10 वर्षदेखि गुणस्तरीय सेवामा समर्पित तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजो प्राकृतिक राग भएको विश्वासिलो गुणस्तरीय अनि राम्रो नो कम्प्रोमाइज विथ भारत साउजी
Almost too many options, isn't there? You do look at this Nepal team and you think, well, they've probably gone in with a bowler too many. Gulshan Jazz probably in the team as a batter, but got his overs probably going to be underutilised. Lamachani's into his 7th now. He'll only have 3 remaining after this one. I just wonder, is the balance of the 11 that Desai has gone with today maybe a little skewed too heavily towards too many bowling options? If you look at 3 of the 4 players not in the team, Arjun Saud, Anil Sa and Arif Sheikh are all batting options. Rijan Dakal, the only bowler to miss out the left-arm seamer. As Lamachani's clipped down the ground, it looks like Daliwal is going to be content to just plod along, get to 50, and then will it be then he'll really start to try and change gears?
I have a feeling that's when he is going to start to go for it a little bit. 3 runs away now from that half century. Well, he's bought his time out there in the middle, and he has helped anchor the innings after those 2 wickets. And while we talk about Navneet Dhaliwal, Harsh Tucker on the other end, he is no stranger to being able to hit a long ball. And he's got plenty of time to do it, 20 overs to come. And you mentioned it earlier, Lenny, the T20 format has really changed cricket the way we know it.
It's also probably the freedom here for... So that one's fielded a cover, just going to be a dot ball. Probably the freedom for Canada just to play out Lamachane here. He's got 3 overs left after this one. If he ends up with 1 for 35, that's absolutely fine. Instead, they're going to take on the bad ones. And that's hit down the ground. Again, it's the shortest boundary that there is at this venue. 1 bounce. And it's a welcome boundary for Harsh Tucker.
Well, look back at Harsh Tucker, Sandeep Lamachane. He wasn't too happy with that one, but he went straight down the ground. Harsh Tucker, a lot of confidence on that shot as well, as he picks up a boundary for this Canadian side. 31 overs gone, 108 for 2.
DHIले हजुरहरूको घरमा पनि धेरै खुसी ल्याउनेछ. Wishing you all a happier home. चिल्लो प्लास्टर मात्र गरेको बाहिरी भित्तामा एसियन पेन्ट्स ड्याम्प प्रुफ लगाइहाल्नुहोस्.
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका.
He's just bowled a one over himself, and he's going to turn to Lalit Rajbanshi now. Sampal Kami's warming up again. Gulshan Jazz going through a few stretches in the cover region. It's a big benefit to have so many bowling options in one way, but it can be a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Well, he's changing them as often as you would in a T20.
I think it shows his frustration as this is clipped off his hip. Just going to be a single. Bim Sharkey does really well there to stop a potential second. You were just saying, Manali, plenty of batting to come too for Canada. And Nicholas Curtin, this platform that he has, he'll really thrive. He'll surely be in next.
I do believe so. I think we're going to see Nick Curtin next if we do see a wicket. And then Shreyas Mova, who's been so good. Very consistent with his batting.
Yeah, they might look at mixing that up though. Mova's probably not the sort of impact hitter that you would like, is he, at this stage for Canada? And Curtin probably at 5. Be interested to see what they do with Dylan Hayligger. Whether he might float up the order a little bit and try and come in and take advantage of those really short straight boundaries. It's an area that he loves to hit. It's almost like a shadow boxing game here. Neither side's necessarily ahead, but I don't think either side is overly comfortable in their position either. As Rajbanshi does well off his own bowling. You can see Thacker's trying to get going, but it's just the kind of pitch that maybe the scoring's never going to be really easy on. It's not that you can't grind out to 250 or 230 or 240, but the runs that Canada have scored so far today, Manali, they've been very hard earned.
You had to work for every single run. Nepal's not offering too many bad deliveries. I think time will tell whether they're going to be in a comfortable position or not at the end of this innings.
.32 bowled, another over. Probably favouring Nepal. Just one run comes from that one. It is 109 for 2.
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजो.
अब उत्सव हुन्छ अझै बढी रमाइलो. किन्नुहोस् 400 ml मात्र रु 50 मा. यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला. यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह.
DHIले हजुरहरूको घरमा पनि धेरै खुसी ल्याउनेछ. Wishing you all a happier home. चिल्लो प्लास्टर मात्र गरेको बाहिरी भित्तामा एसियन पेन्ट्स ड्याम्प प्रुफ लगाइहाल्नुहोस्.
यस्तै ससाना खुसी समेट्नको लागि हिमालयन ब्याङ्कले दिन्छ 1% थप ब्याज दर. हिमाल रेमिट बचत तथा मुद्दती खातामा. हिमालयन ब्याङ्क.
DHIले हजुरहरूको घरमा पनि धेरै खुसी ल्याउनेछ. Wishing you all a happier home. चिल्लो प्लास्टर मात्र गरेको बाहिरी भित्तामा एसियन पेन्ट्स ड्याम्प प्रुफ लगाइहाल्नुहोस्.
प्राकृतिक राग भएको विश्वासिलो.
And he's not going to get to 50 as Jah finds something from the pitch. We spoke about how you may never be in this surface, and Kushal Bertel takes the catch at backward point, and Nepal have the third.
2 runs shy of his half century, Navneet Dhaliwal. This is a good delivery. Hitting the deck hard, getting the bouncer in, and he was just trying to guide it, Navneet Dhaliwal. He knew there was a fielder there. He just didn't get the elevation. Easy catch in the end. And Canada lose their third, 109 for 3, as Navneet Dhaliwal goes for 48 off 90 deliveries. He'll be disappointed with this.
And that's going to get us to that second drinks break. We'll have a break here in the commentary box. We'll continue to try and work on these production challenges that are ongoing. Our apologies yet again for those. With 2/3 of the sessions in the books of the first innings. Canada, 109 for 3.
Charlie Hazurहरूको घरमा पनि धेरै खुसी आउनेछ. Wishing you all a happier home.
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या स्टिल.
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौँ.
Can't wait, don't wait. Some Stock Fantasy. DHI Home Appliances presents Nepal Ko Vishwa Cup Yatra, powered by Panchakanya Steel and Asian Paints Smart Care Dam Proof. Matra Kantipur Max र हाम्रा digital platform haruma. An AD release initiative. Title sponsor.
DHI happier home. छुट्टै छ है.
Powered by
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड
पञ्चकन्या स्टिल.
चिल्लो प्लास्टर मात्र गरेको बाहिरी भित्तामा एसियन पेन्ट्स ड्याम प्रुफ लगाइहाल्नुहोस्.
In association with Some Stock Fantasy. Energized by
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौँ.
Co-sponsored by
पैसा पठाउँ ठाउँको ठाउँ. फोन पे डिरेक्ट. नगद चढाउँ फोन पे गरौँ.
ई-सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर. मेरो पहिलो रोजाइ.
NS चिन्ह प्राप्त शुद्ध तोरीको तेल धारा.
मुठ चाहिन्छ.
Himalayan Bank.
Mountain Dew. दौडको अगाडि जित्छ.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला. यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह.
Welcome back after the second drinks break. Nicholas Curtin, new captain of Canada, who's been in place for just, well, really about a month, isn't it? Maybe 6 weeks in his new role. He'll stride to the crease at number 5. He'll be pretty pleased with the platform that he has, but plenty of work to do. As Gulshan Jha, well, he's got one to really leap from back of a length up towards the shoulder of the bat, and Kushal Bertel came in from backward point to take a good catch. Excellent piece of fielding from Dipender Singh Ohri. It's not easy on this uneven outfield, and Nepal generally have fielded outstandingly well. Andrew Leonard here, as always, for your Nepal internationals, alongside Manali Patel, the former opening batter, captain of the Canadian women's team. Manali, it's great to be back with you. Great to see you again after a couple of years apart. We've seen kind of hard to describe first couple of errors, haven't we? This one's edged just short of Bertel, who's in a sort of gully position. Neither side is ahead. I don't think either side's going to be overly happy with their position at the same time.
I think only time will tell how this game plays out. It's pretty even Stevens at the moment. And they've picked up wickets at regular intervals. They really did need one when they just got the wicket of Navneet Dhaliwal, who, unfortunate for him, got to 48, did the hard work, faced 90 deliveries. So credit to the Nepalese bowlers in picking up those wickets.
Fuller in length this time. Curtin gets it away for a single, and I really wanted to take him on for the run out, but couldn't pick up cleanly. So Curtin, who is very swift between the wickets, and he's got a willing ally in the shape of Harsh Thacker, will get through to